But let me just read from one of these books. It's called The Life of Rosa Parks by Kathleen Connors. It was pulled from second grade classrooms in the Duval County Public School District in Florida. So let's just see what is so objectionable. Quiet beginnings. When Rosa Louise Macaulay was born in 1913, no one knew she'd make a stand for civil rights. Rosa lived on her grandparents' farm in Alabama. She went to a segregated school where her mother taught. Rosa had to leave school to care for her grandmother and mother when they became ill. But after she married Raymond Parks in 1932, she was able to go back, and Rosa was proud of her high school diploma. Rosa and Raymond believed everyone should be equal. They joined the NAACP in Montgomery, Alabama, hoping to help blacks gain their civil rights. Rosa worked as a secretary for the group. In 1955, Rosa boarded a bus after work in Montgomery. At the time, there was a law that said a black person had to give up their seat if a white person needed it. Rosa refused, and she was arrested. On the day of Rosa's trial, black leaders planned a boycott of all the city buses in Montgomery, Alabama. It was a big statement because many blacks use buses to get around. Rosa was fined, but she wouldn't pay. By 1956, her case had reached the U.S. Supreme Court. It declared Alabama's segregation laws illegal. This decision ended the bus boycott after 381 days. Rosa's troubles weren't over. She lost her job. Some people said they wanted to hurt her. She and her family then moved to Detroit, Michigan in 1957. None of this stopped Rosa from believing in equality. Rosa's continued support of the civil rights movement earned her great praise. In 1996, she was given the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Then Rosa received the Congressional Gold Medal in 1999. Rosa died in 2005. Today, she's often called the mother of the civil rights movement. Rosa's story teaches a very important lesson. Even small actions can have a big impact. So my question for Chairwoman Fox, it's very simple. It's a yes or no question. You know, Rosa Parks has a statue in National Statuary Hall. She laid an honor here in the rotunda of the United States Capitol building when she died. And so this is a simple, non-controversial children's book about her life.
Those of you that do not know, Rosa Parks' book was banned in libraries for kids. How is that inappropriate? How is that inappropriate? Oh, I'll show you. It's not. There is nothing inappropriate about these books. Nothing. There's no pornography or anything. They're all age-appropriate books. Age-appropriate. In kids' libraries. There are kids that read at a college level. I did. And I was not allowed to read age-inappropriate books. In school, I tested that theory. I tried to donate a manga that had a suggestive picture on it. They said, no, we can't take this. I was 16. We can't take this. That's pornography. But they censored stuff. I tested that. So, that's pornography. That was pornography, they said. Rosa Parks is not pornography. They are banning books about diversity. History about Native Americans. History about black people. World War II history. Anne Frank's book, banned. Man with Pink Triangle, why is it banned? Because it represents what the LGBTQ community went through in World War II. They never left those camps. They were put in prison because they were labeled as pedophiles. Which is wrong because they are human beings that love differently than us. Banning books about World War II history. Mouse, the comic book about, that's in comic form about the mice that are the Jews and the cats that are the Nazis, is banned. It depicts history. All because it's history. It's history that we're repeating that they don't want kids to see is repeating. I will give you an example. There's a man that's going to be reading Rosa Parks. It's a picture book. How is that in the next video? Pornography and inappropriate. She was standing up for her fucking rights. Yet you guys were coming in my comments saying, oh, they are inappropriate books. First comes book banning, then comes book burning, then they'll go for the stores next. They won't stop at schools or public libraries. They'll go to bookstores next. Then they'll go to your houses. Then they're starting to go after teachers in Florida. They are. And that's what Jewish survivors that I've talked to said. First they go for the books. Then they go for the teachers. Then they go to the stores. Do you realize nobody is grooming your children? I went through actual grooming. I know the steps. So, these people, these librarians, are not groomers. You don't know what the fuck is grooming until you've experienced it for yourself. These books are not inappropriate. Genderqueer is for young adults who are going through a change in their body that they want to understand if they are LGBTQ and identify that. My cousin is LGBTQ. He knew when he was 5 years old he was gay. He knew it. Or he might have been a little older, but I knew when I was younger, I was different. Knew I was different. Yet you people, because of your religion, says it's a sin. Do you realize there's a movie coming out that's proving your facts on the Bible being history book is wrong? It's wrong. I say God's a woman, and she's mentally ill as fuck. Mentally ill. She has sociopathic tendencies. She has narcissistic and sadistic tendencies, and genocidal tendencies, and all that. She's schizophrenic and bipolar as well. And I will show a video of that. I'm atheist, and I used to be Christian. Watch the documentary coming out in 1946. The reason why your Bible says man shall not lie with man is because a pope wanted to change it so churches can diddle kids. Why do churches have molestation insurance? Come on. Why do they have molestation insurance? It's a thing. Google it. The churches groom your kids more than a drag queen or someone that's gay. Most of the LGBTQ people I know either were sexually abused and don't want children to go through that. Man with a pink triangle is banned. Telling history about what happened to them. The LGBTQ. You're saying we are sin. No. Your Bible said man shall not lie with child before 1946. The Bible has been rewritten so many fucking times that we don't know who wrote it. The Bible, I realized, was created by a man who has really bad mental illness and ludicrous fantasies. That he wrote them down and said, oh, this is a history book and needs to be taught. Centuries ago, written. Yes, and I've stated that. You guys need to quit spreading your hate. We're all human beings.